Hello everyone, my name is Sai Mukundan from the product management team here at Cohesity. Today, I'm going to talk about Cohesity's product integration with the cloud. So by now you must be very familiar with the Cohesity data platform that runs on premises. But customers are also looking to leverage the infrastructure that the cloud vendors provide. So when we look at the cloud infrastructure, there are broadly two aspects. One is the compute resources. These can be used for running various kinds of virtual machines. And then we have the storage infrastructure that they also provide. For the purpose of this talk, I'm going to focus on the Azure blobs, the AWS S3 and Glacier infrastructure, as well as Google standard nearline and even cold line storage. These are object-based storage platforms that are primarily leveraged by Cohesity in one of two ways. And this is something that our customers are looking for. The two aspects are, one, customers are looking to leverage the cloud infrastructure from a storage expansion standpoint, especially to handle spikes in storage capacity when they run out of resources on the on-premises side. The second aspect is in the area of data protection and backup, it becomes imperative to store certain data for long periods of time, primarily for compliance and legal holds. So in those cases, the use case is around long-term data retention, and that's what these storage resources can be used for from the cloud. So let's see how Cohesity can do that. So the way we do it is in two aspects. One is what we call as CloudTier. So we know that all data is not necessarily accessed all the time, particularly in the area of data protection. So there may be some blocks of data here in the on-prem that are hot, that are accessed. And then you may have other blocks or chunks that are not in access for certain long periods of time. So in those cases, when the on-premises utilization of the Cohesity infrastructure reaches a certain threshold, then these cold blocks from the on-premise world can be tiered off into the cloud. And what this does is it opens up capacity that is that can be used for other necessary applications in the on-prem side that require the ingest of data for backup. And then when these blocks are accessed by the relevant application, then they can be brought back onto the on-prem capacity from the cloud. So that's cloud tiering. So this solves the use case around expansion, the case where you want to leverage the likes of Azure and AWS and Google for just extending your storage capacity in the on-prem. The second use case is around long-term data retention. And we solve this with a feature that we call as CloudArchive. So as you know by now, everything that we do on the Cohesity platform is policy-driven. So we have policies for backup, which basically gets the data onto the Cohesity data platform on-prem. Similar vein, we can set up policies that establish the time frame and the retention periods of how and when the data needs to be moved to the cloud. In this case, we typically leverage, let's say, the likes of Glacier or Google Cold Line and then Azure Cool as well, because in the case of the data retention, typically that's required to be stored for long periods of time. So you want to leverage the cloud infrastructure that is not only scalable, but is also most economical. And that's where these ones come in. So there you have it, the two ways, the cloud tier and CloudArchive, in terms of how we can leverage the cloud storage infrastructure. Check out another talk where we'll look at how Cohesity can also leverage the compute resources in the cloud, where we will talk about our Cohesity Cloud Edition. Thanks for watching.